Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Ben here, you're watching Time on Feet. Just wanted to say firstly a massive thank you to everyone who tuned into last week's video. That was my race video for the North Downs Way 50, my first 50 miler. But yeah, really appreciate all of the messages that people gave there of support, of congratulations, and the questions people asked as well. So really much appreciated. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my first run since the North Downs Way 50, and it's going to be something a little bit different. So if you've tuned into the channel before, you're probably used to seeing me, running up on the trails, the South Downs, the Clifftop Path. But this run's going to be a little bit more city-based, if you like. So today we have someone coming to town who you might have seen in other videos on YouTube before, but he basically takes a bike with a sound system on it to different towns and cities around England. And he plays music and then people follow him around. He's almost like a Pied Piper on a bike, if you like. So that person is Dom Whiting. So I'm going to head down in a moment. He's going to be doing a route around Brighton, blaring music out of his sound system, mainly drum and bass, I think, which would be a bit of nostalgia for me because I used to listen to that a lot. I still do sometimes actually now, but used to listen to it a lot more when I was in my teens and also going into uni as well. So I'm going to head down there in a moment. And later on in the video, I'm also going to be sharing my plans post North Downs Way 50. So now I've got the North Downs Way 50, my first 50 miler ticked off, my ideas for what I'm going to do over the next few months in my running and also into later on this year. So if you want to follow along for any of that stuff, then do subscribe so you can get notifications about the videos, and I'll talk in more depth about exactly what I'm going to be planning later on this year, later in the video. So see you in a moment. Different kind of run today. We managed to find him. I think it was slightly delayed, but managed to find him here. So that was my first run back after the North Downs Way 50, bit of a different one there, kind of street party slash walk slash run kind of thing. Big thanks to Dom coming down as well, sharing his music. It was really good atmosphere out in town yesterday. It's now the next day, so I am out for a walk with family around the North Downs Way, actually not far from Box Hill, which was kind of halfway into the North Downs Way 50 last week where we did a massive hill. And I've just walked over the stepping stones, kind of iconic little spot around Box Hill and the Dorking area. So just wanted to share some thoughts on what's coming next on the channel. So my plans for my running, but also what I'm going to be bringing you here on the channel as well. So the first thing to say is that the next race that's going to be on the channel is not my own one. It's going to be, this is one I'm really excited about actually, it's Carla's first marathon. and that's coming up on June 26th. She's doing Brighton Trail Marathon. So I'm going to be firstly bringing a video to the channel which is about her preparation for that, her journey from couch to 5k, going through to half marathons, and then moving on to her first marathon. And I'm also going to be filming her race day experience as well. So I'm going to go along, run it with her, and then be bringing you her experience on the channel. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, next month I'm at the moment finalising plans for a kind of charity fundraiser ultra. So that's going to happen in July, and I think it's probably going to be around the South Downs Way, you know, local trails with a group of friends, raising some money for a really good cause. So that's going to be coming up on the channel as well. I'll be filming that for July. Beyond that, full disclosure, I did actually have a 100k booked in for September, but I've now decided against that. And the reason for that is really because I was thinking about, you know, what are my running priorities at the moment, what's firing me. If I was going to do that 100k, I kind of have to jump fairly quickly straight back into training for that. So over the next couple of weeks, I'd need to start thinking about, you know, upping mileage, getting regularly into doing 100k weeks, and I kind of wanted a bit of a break from it, because I wanted to do something different with my running. So, you know, I've mainly been focused on longer distance ultra stuff, but I'd like to kind of get back to basics and some shorter distances as well. So what I'm going to do firstly is try and train towards a 5k PB. I was looking back at the races I've done previously. So, you know, the first races I did were probably in about 2016, but I never actually properly trained for those 5k, 10k or half marathon. It's only marathon distance, which I started last year, and ultras that I've kind of done a proper training plan for, you know, with a range of different workouts in there, like strength and conditioning, hill repeats, speed work, that kind of thing, and also consistent mileage. So I want to kind of go back to basics, look at things like running form, economy, and then try and see how I get on firstly with the 5k. Maybe at some point I'll tackle the other distances too, so properly training for a 10k or half marathon, but to start with, focusing on the 5k distance and seeing if I can improve on my 5k PB. And I think to start with, I'll probably go for aiming for sub 19. I think my PB at the moment is about 19:32, so if I could try and get sub 19, then that would be the first goal. So that's the first thing. The other thing I'm going to try and do over the summer is just getting lots of trail runs that I really enjoy, because I've really enjoyed running with lots of other people, exploring different trails. So that's going to be a big thing which I'm focusing on over the summer as well, besides getting used to running in heat, because it's something that I am not particularly good at the moment. So those are kind of the key things. Looking forward to later this year, I probably will book in a couple of longer races in there as well. So I'll return to the ultra distance, maybe 50k, 60k. There's a couple I'm looking at the moment which I'm not sure if I'm going to book yet or not. If you've got any suggestions, ultras around, you know, broadly south of England area, then do let me know below, because yeah, I'm still kind of undecided on exactly what I want to book there at the moment. The other news is I do have another race booked in for next year. So my first race of next year is going to be, well, the first one I've got booked in is the South Downs Way 50. So I'm going to be returning to the 50-mile distance and doing the South Downs Way equivalent of what I've done just last week, the North Downs Way 50. So that's the other thing which kind of thinking about in the longer term as well. So those are the things I've got at the moment. Some things kind of firmed up, other things a bit looser, still yet to be decided. But hopefully that gives you a general idea of what's coming up on the channel, what's coming up with my running as well. And as always, if you've got any questions or any comments, drop them below and I'll get back to you on those. So thanks for tuning, everyone. Have a good week, enjoy your running, and I'll see you all in the next one.